Volley, a number of missiles or other projectiles discharged at the same time. Iran fired a volley of advanced ballistic missiles towards several major cities. Strait, a narrow passage of water connecting two seas. Many shipping companies believe it is too dangerous to risk transiting the strait right now. Focal, relating to the center of interest or activity. This narrow waterway has become the focal point of the conflict in the Middle East. Projectile, an object propelled through the air, especially one used as a weapon. A Thai bulk carrier was struck by an unknown projectile in the Persian Gulf. Petroleum, liquid hydrocarbons used as fuel, oil. The government is releasing millions of barrels from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Correspondents, reporters who contribute news from a distant place. Our team of correspondents is working around the clock to analyze the latest developments. Mitigated, to make something less severe, serious, or painful. The impact of the supply shortage can be mitigated by using national reserves. Nautical, of or concerning sailors or navigation. The passage is so narrow that it is only 20 nautical miles wide at certain points. 20. Hostile, unfriendly, antagonistic, showing ill will. Navigating through such a hostile region requires constant military protection. Preliminary, preceding or done in preparation for something fuller or more important. These preliminary findings suggest that the attack was highly coordinated. Incompetence, inability to do something successfully, ineptitude. Some critics attribute the security failure to gross negligence or incompetence. Ramping, to increase or cause to increase, especially in intensity. There are reports that the military is ramping up its attacks in the region. Crude, natural or raw state, usually referring to oil. The price of crude oil ticked up again following the latest maritime incident. Patrols, a person or group sent to keep watch over an area. Without naval patrols, merchant ships have no confidence in their safety. Minefields, an area planted with explosive mines. The threat of underwater minefields effectively closed the strait to commercial traffic. Perceive, to become aware or conscious of something, to view. Ship captains perceive the route as too risky due to the lack of air cover. Substantially, to a great or significant degree. The release of more oil reserves is expected to substantially reduce market prices. Touted, to attempt to sell something, typically by pestering people, to praise highly. During his visit, he touted the strength of the manufacturing sector. Foes, an enemy or opponent. Even his political foes had to admit that the economic numbers were impressive. Endorsing, to declare one's public approval or support of. The former president is actively endorsing candidates who support his policies. Incursion, an invasion or attack, especially a sudden or brief one. The government characterized the strike as a limited incursion to protect its borders. Appropriations, a sum of money or total of assets devoted to a special purpose. The Senate Appropriations Subcommittee is debating the cost of the ongoing war. Subcommittee, a committee composed of some members of a larger committee. The subcommittee requested a detailed report on the Defense Department's spending. Cinder, a small piece of partly burned coal or wood that has stopped giving off flames. The tornado was so strong that it ripped the house down to its cinder block foundation. Cliché, a phrase or opinion that is overused and lacks original thought. It might be a cliché, but the storm truly sounded like a roaring freight train. Freight, goods transported in bulk by truck, train, ship, or aircraft. A heavy freight train passed through the town just before the sirens went off. Devastation, great destruction or damage. The images of devastation from the disaster zone were heart-wrenching. Chillier, moderately cold, cool. You should bring a jacket because it is going to get chillier tomorrow evening. Gusts, a sudden strong rush of wind. We expect to see wind gusts of up to 40 miles per hour during the storm. 40.